Another important topic of chemical reaction and equation: oxidation, reduction and redox reaction. First, oxidation. Oxidation means gaining of oxygen or losing of hydrogen. So we take an example here. Copper, when it reacts with oxygen, it forms copper oxide. See here, copper reacts with oxygen. It forms an copper oxide. That means gaining of oxygen to copper. So we call this one as an oxidation. Then reduction, losing of oxygen or gaining of hydrogen. We call it as an reduction. An example, zinc oxide, when it reacts with carbon, it forms zinc and carbon monoxide. See here, losing of oxygen. Oxygen is lost in the compound. It reacts with carbon. So losing of oxygen, we call it as a reduction. Then redox reaction. One reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced during a reaction. We call this as redox reaction, and another name for this one is oxidation reduction reaction. So we take an example here. Copper oxide, when it reacts with hydrogen, it forms copper and water. See here, copper oxide, one reactant gets oxidized. So this part we call it as a reactant side. So here this one is loss of oxygen. That means copper oxide loses oxygen and hydrogen gains oxygen. So here CuO reduced into Cu. So this is an example for reduction. And then here copper oxide convert, that means loses oxygen. The H2 will become H2O. Here there is an gaining of oxygen. So this one is called as an oxidation reaction. So these are the very important topics. So sometimes they are asking which one is oxidized and which one is reduced in the reactants. For exam purpose, it is very important question.